Hello, everybody. We were a little bit late.
Somebody was pampering himself.
I was. I just giving the beard a little trim. Thank you very much. Beard trim, get the hair a spike. How are we all? Hope you're all well. Who is in? I don't even know who's in. Simon's here. Alex is here, and Alex is the proud winner of 5 points.
You're going to need to mute that, Mum.
But Zoe, are you still here? Hello, Zoe. Love you, Zoe. Love you too, Alex. But
I shouted at her.
Simon's
She thought
here.
I was turning her off.
You did shout at her.
Yes.
Hello, the rest of the Whitings. Hello, Simon. I did do that just now.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello, we're back. It's quiz night. Apparently. That seems to have crept up. Funny old week. There we go. We're not going to talk too much about particular parts of this week because we don't want to start this quiz the way we ended last one, do we? No. Hello, Debs. Hello, Rich. Can you remember what we've got this week?
Hi, Keith. Again.
Yeah, hello, Keith. Is he in body?
I've not got a clue. I'm going to tell you what you're trying to remember.
Okie dokie. Let's put that across. And I can come in here. So tonight, so that you can all remind me. Hello, Sam. So you can all remind me when everybody else gets here. We've got general knowledge, as usual. We've got It Happened in April, because it's the first quiz in April, therefore we're doing that. We've got Guess the Year. Whose body? What? Oh, okay, yeah. Keith's now here twice, trying to confuse me. Guess the Year. We have got some answers. That's what comes after that. Picture quiz tonight is one that Holly has sorted out. Sort of. And it is Dingbats. So you can blame her if that all goes horribly wrong. And you will hate it. We then have a sport round, which Holly also sorted out. So again, if you don't like it, it's her fault, not mine. And finally tonight, I think this might be right up a certain Alex's street. We have a round on indie rock. If you don't like it, you blame you. Yeah, you blame me on that one. Definitely blame me on that one. So yeah, general knowledge. I've forgotten already. General knowledge, April. Guess the Year, Dingbats, Sport, and Indie Rock for our 6 rounds tonight. Turn that off again and fade that back across. You don't see the difference. I do. I'm just going to move that fractionally that way because it looks weird otherwise. Yeah, so I hope you're all well anyway. I hope you've had a good week. I know somebody's been busy being a little superstar. Who have you seen the last 2 days?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not drinking alcohol tonight. Not through any particular reason. I just haven't made myself drink it. So I'm on elderflower at the moment because I like it with soda. We had a lovely day out last weekend. Are you stealing sweets?
No, she gave me sweet.
Can I have one? Why? I'm quite happy to have another Snickers. There's only one Snickers in a pack.
There's one of everything.
Ah, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Must be something else you're not particularly keen on. Bit harsh. Chloe's watching, apparently. It's not water. It's not this elderflower cordial. Hello, Chloe. And also, hello to Hayley, who I know watches this back. She doesn't watch it live, she watches it back later on. So hello, Hayley. It's nice to see you. Nice
for her to see you.
Yeah, it's nice for her to see me, yeah. After freaking my wife out very slightly last week. I know your husband.
Lots of people do. Who are you?
Yeah. Thanks, better.
That's sort of a typical thing now if you work in a pub. I know you. Do you? Mike's wife or daughter. Yeah, I'm the one.
Yeah. But it does add to the confusion that she then knows people all over the forest as well through work. Anyway. So yeah, I'm being good. I'm not. I will have a drink later. We were running late and I haven't had a chance to. Hello, Sam, in there. I haven't had a chance to sort the drink out. I'm going to move that because that's why that's locked into place at the moment. Oh, all my cables are
everywhere.
Yeah.
You haven't sorted them out yet.
No, I haven't. Excusing me.
Hello, Alex on YouTube.
Hello, Alex on YouTube.
I'm very cold, hence the
Blankie.
It's not really a blanket, it's a shawl thing. It's tiny for a blanket.
Yeah.
In a cape.
Yeah. Oh, do shut up, mate.
And my panda
Not big,
socks.
not clever.
I have panda socks on.
You are a panda.
What does it have deer on my shawl? It's upside down for you, but
It is. Looks like a cave painted deer.
yes.
Yes. It's 8 o'clock already, very nearly.
Yes, Alex,
Bananas,
you got
bananas,
it.
bananas, bananas. Yes, Alex, you
got
you
it.
got it. You were the
doesn't-
first one.
It doesn't mean you get 15 more points just
No.
for doing that. Also, hello, Bob and Nikki.
Hello, Bob. Yeah. We had a good day out last Sunday, didn't we?
Yes.
Go on. Use your brain. Where did we go last Sunday, House?
Mid Wales.
We did. We went to Mid Wales. We went to find a waterfall.
No, we definitely didn't go to Mid Wales. We stayed in England.
No. We're allowed to move around a bit more now.
Are we?
It was still local. It was local.
It's an hour and a half drive.
Shh. It was definitely local. It's local for me. Not like I did a 12-hour drive to Germany. Yeah, we went up. It's very much the south of Mid Wales, the north of South Wales, whichever way you want to look at it. It's a little waterfall called.
Water break its neck.
That's the one. Well done. And rather stupidly, rather than just going car park waterfall, we went car park all the way around the hills, which were very, very steep.
His doing. You're doing.
She agreed as well. She did.
Mm,
She did. Don't blame it all on me.
I definitely didn't.
And then went to the waterfall. And the waterfall's lovely, but we've got to go back when it's been raining, because there wasn't a lot of water coming over it, but it was absolutely stunning. But the walk itself nearly killed all of us because it was very steep.
You got to the top of the hill. Me and Mum just went splat on the floor while you played with your drone.
Yeah. Obviously, I was less dead because I am more fit.
You were the slowest up the hill and had the most breaks.
I don't think I had the most breaks, actually.
You were definitely slow.
I was definitely slowest, but I just kind of plodded up.
Ben did very well.
I was carrying the most weight. I had the camera with me as well, you know. That's obviously what I mean there. 2 cameras. Don't look at my belly like that.
Where's the waterfall? What's it called?
It's near-ish Llandudno Wells, and it's called Break Its Neck.
Water break its neck.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very nice, and I haven't put any pictures up yet because I'm still not sure whether I like what I've done with them at the moment. I may revisit the editing of them slightly.
We went splat Monday. What did we do Tuesday?
Went to where Monday?
We went splat.
We did go splat on Monday, yeah. Tuesday we didn't do very much either, I don't think.
Shopping?
Did do a bit of shopping. I have refitted my car. I've refitted a new battery in my car. My car is
only
now.
Keith that's interested.
My car is also now a hybrid.
Hello, Kim.
Kim.
Ooh,
Hello, Kim.
literally on cue.
Yeah. My car is now officially a hybrid. It now has a solar panel in the car that charges the battery for me.
It's a very nice waterfall, Alex. It's very pretty.
It's lovely. when all this is settled, we'll take you out there, Alex. You can follow in Vandalf.
I love Vandalf.
Stupid name.
Vandalf is a brilliant name. Do not disrespect Vandalf.
Naming vehicles is stupid. What? Has my car got a name?
No, because it's you.
Only 2 of my cars have ever had names.
Cleo.
Darth Cleo,
And.
because it breathes heavily, and Shark Infested Custard. What's yellow and dangerous?
It's not really a name, though, is it?
Shark Infested Custard. Yeah, I used to call it Shark Infested Custard. Yellow and dangerous.
You'll have to next time.
But yeah, perhaps we'll try and drag the boys up there on their bikes as well. It'd be fun.
Oh, we also went to Castle as well.
We did. We stopped by. Hello, Stuart Hawkins. Hello. That's the rest of the Hawkesbury's here now. Yeah.
It's not the car that's
Hang on.
dangerous.
I'm waiting
It's
for
the
that
driver. Yeah.
How very dare you, Alex? Did I ever take you out in the MX-5? I don't think I did. A number of people went out in it. No, I think she did.
She hasn't been out in the MR2 yet.
No, very few people have been out in the MR2.
I'm the only other person to have actually driven it.
No, Mum's driven it.
Okay. Oh. Out of 3 people in this household.
All of us have driven it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody else outside of this household has driven it though. What was I going to say? What was I talking about? Yes, on the way home. We stopped at Skenfrith on the way home.
Me and Mum watched Doctor Who and realised it was really close.
Yeah. Had a look around the castle and...
You didn't. You just flew the
Well, I
drone because
didn't.
Poppy was noisy.
I did have a look around the castle. I just did it from above.
Yeah.
And had a look around the village. Took some photos of the pretty little church there as well. Which was very cool. Had an argument with one of the women that lived there. Hello, mother. But yeah. So that was a nice day out, wasn't it? It was a long day out. It was a good day out.
Yes.
We were very tired the next day.
Wednesday we're ignoring.
Wednesday we were entirely ignoring.
Oh no, we did see Katie. We had Katie round for food,
Katie came round for dinner.
which was very nice.
I cooked stefano.
I had her Luna burger.
Those that know.
Those that need to know.
Yeah. But yeah.
Thursday. Didn't do much. Went to go visit someone.
Went to Park End, didn't we?
Yeah.
Park End's got some very interesting things going on in it at the moment.
We know well of the cast.
They're filming Casualty in Park End
They really are.
at the moment. Well, not right at the moment because it's dark, but
Yeah.
they have been all week and will be again tomorrow.
Yes. Me and Dad have been down there Thursday and Friday. It was
Yeah.
nice. Mum, she came down after work.
Yeah.
Me and Mum are going to go camp out there all day to see if we can see any more.
Are you actually going to go and camp out all day?
Yes.
Are you-
We can go take a picnic down there, aren't we? I can take my kalimba and practice. Job's good. So we'll do something. I'm not going to sit there and watch them all day and there's no signal down there.
Oh, God. Actually, what you've got to do is stay here and do all your assignment work. Are you back at college on Monday?
No, I've still got another week off.
You got another week here?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Ah, shut up.
She's going to leave her assignment Friday next week.
It is
No,
8:05.
after
The
that.
quiz will be starting in 5 minutes' time. Make sure you've got yourself some drinks. What have you got? What is everybody drinking? I've got elderflower and soda.
I've got squash.
She's being really boring tonight.
I will get a
I'm
drink
cold.
half time.
No alcohol this week.
Yet.
I had alcohol on Wednesday. I'm good.
You did.
I had the tiniest little dribble of Fireball because you shared it all out to everybody else. And I had a...
You had a reasonable amount of the rest of the bowl, so...
And I had a toffee apple cider for dinner.
Capel
Very
Road
nice.
cider tonight. I don't know that one. Capel Road? Capel Road.
I'd say Capel.
Capel like maple.
Yeah. like grapple.
Yeah, cable mode, possibly. But yeah, I can't remember what we did last week. I don't think we did much at all last week, did we?
No. It's by Westerns, it's very nice.
Ah, Western cider's good. They don't make bad cider up there. It is true.
Alex, I'm guessing the rest of the Whitings are with you.
Do you have a mummy Whiting and a daddy Whiting with you?
And a brother. Is Brother Whiting there?
Brother Whiting would be in his own place, but if he's there. Quiz rounds for tonight. Those that have just joined are general knowledge.
Yes. Apparently there's 8. I was about to say there's 18 watching. There's only been a couple that commented. Hello, Joe and Jack.
April. Happened in April. Hello, Joe, Jack. Guess the year. Dingbats is our picture around this week, which you can all blame Holly for.
I just sent links. I didn't actually write anything.
I had to do all the graphics for them.
What?
Yeah, Debs is
Facebook.
Here. Yeah, Debs is Facebooking. Sport, which you can also blame Holly for. There's 10 different sports in the thing. Mummy Whiting will be joining, and Brother Whiting if he gets my text. Phone him. Tell him phone him up. Quick! Put your computer on now.
Harassing.
Get it on the smart TV. Bring it up on your phone. God's sake,
Get
man.
it up on everything. We've got it up on everything. Camera, computer, phone, laptop.
Yeah. And then I'm doing a round on
Music.
indie rock ish. Indie music.
We had a very nice dinner tonight. Because I love that dinner.
It was very tasty. Keith is drinking Brug's Dot. Don't ask the label, it's in some foreign language. Where's it from? Brug's Dot. Sounds like it's something very Eastern European.
Sam, did Keith come home and just crash when he got home? Or was he very busy?
No, he's been crashing all day.
That's brilliant. Yeah, alright, I'll give you that one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Keith, can I just say, we all love you so much. Every time we've come down there to see you past 2 days, every time
it just sort of goes.
It's so cute. Makes us all smile. He's just in his own little world until he sees us.
It's very true.
Dad's drinking Piston Broke by Box Steam Brew.
I know it very well. We used to get Box in the pub sometimes. Yeah. I've had it in Miners and I've had it in Woody. We've had it in the Woody. Yeah.
Stab.
No, don't stab your father.
Stab.
See what I have to put up with. It's 10 past. Time is slipping away already today. So quickly. Are you ready? I'm assuming you are. Guessing so. It's no Lee and Jem again tonight.
No. But there is 19 watching on YouTube.
And not 19 talking. Hello, if you're watching on YouTube and not talking.
Talk, so I know who you are.
If you talk, which means you have to have an account, be logged in and all that. But if you talk, we can say hello to you and we can see who you are.
Or if you know us, message one of us. Say you're watching.
Well, Chloe might have been watching on Facebook because she sent me a message on Facebook. Anyway, let's start a quiz, shall we? Round 1, general knowledge.
Where's the rest of the Wakelings?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're missing half your team. Almost half your team.
Some of your team. Part of your team. I don't care, I'm starting anyway.
Hi, Rich.
Although you may want Jason for later on. Just a hint. Question number 1 this evening. What type of fruit is a York Imperial? Is it a pear? Is it a rhubarb? Or is it an apple? It's really difficult to say a apple.
An apple.
No, without saying an.
Don't say a apple then.
A apple. A pear. A rhubarb. A apple.
A apple.
A apple. No, A for pear, actually. C for apple. B for rhubarb.
Can I be really cheeky and ask for your Milky Way?
No! Dear God,
I
no!
love the Milky Ways. They're my favourite.
What type of fruit is a York Imperial? Is it a pear? Is it rhubarb? Or is it an apple? Question number 2. Georgetown is the capital of which South American country?
Easter. That happened at the weekend. I had a really nice Easter egg.
I had 2 really nice Easter eggs.
I haven't finished one of my Easter eggs yet.
Finished one, I've not finished the other yet.
I had a
Funny enough, I finished the second one, not the first.
After Eight Easter egg, and the actual egg itself tasted like After Eight, and it came with a box of small After Eight mints, which I have eaten. And you didn't get any. Mum did get one though. That's why she gave me the Snickers.
I was talking to his mum on the phone today, and the 3-year-old was screaming in the background, "Now I want chocolate! Now I want chocolate!" And I went, "For God's sake, throw him a bit of chocolate so we can talk." She went, "Alright then."
Can I do that if I get... And then I
No.
get chocolate?
No.
Oh.
Georgetown is the capital of which South American country? Question number 3. Which is the driest desert on Earth? Is it the Atacama Desert? Is it the Sahara Desert? Or is it the Gobi Desert? You'd have pronounced that Gobi, wouldn't you?
No. I've heard of those two. I haven't heard the first one.
You not heard of Atacama?
No.
No.
Give me a fact about it. Go on.
You might find a llama in the Atacama.
Oh my God. And a farmer?
I don't know if you'd find a llama farmer in the Atacama.
We saw a farmer full of llamas the other day, didn't we?
So a farmer full of llamas. That's
A farm full of llamas.
It was owned by a llama farmer. Which is the driest desert on Earth? Is it the Atacama, the Sahara, or the Gobi Desert?
I forgot to put my earrings back in.
Question number 4. Which country has the largest coastline? It should be longest coastline. I didn't read that.
Clearly.
Which country has the longest coastline? I'll give you a clue. It's not Switzerland.
Yes, that one got the shortest.
It's landlocked. It hasn't got a coastline at all.
So, yeah.
Yeah. There are a number of others that also haven't got coastlines. It's not Liechtenstein. It's not Luxembourg. Not going any further. Which country has the longest coastline in the world? Question number 5. If you were taking the Chiltern Hundreds, then what employment must you just have resigned from? It's not something I'd ever heard of before, but I found it quite fascinating, so it went in. There we go. That's basically what happens. I look at stuff, I go, ooh, that's alright, I quite like that. That's quite clever, that is. I've never read that before. Put that in the quiz. Question 5. If you were taking the Chiltern Hundreds, then what employment must you have just resigned from? We okay?
I'm tired. I am cold and tired.
Oh, you can't, really. It's not like it's
really
cold in here. Question number 6. What did the period of industrial unrest during the winter of 1978-1979 become known as? I need to move that cable because that is really getting on my nerves. There we go. Happy days.
He'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go try and wake myself up.
Bye. Do you want to make me a rum while you're over there?
Not particularly.
How about make me a gin instead then? I'd quite happily have a gin right now.
The only stuff you're getting from me is straight because I can't bother to stand there and make something.
Ice, gin, tonic. Job done. Thanks.
Any particular gin?
Yeah, the Bramble one. because I really like that Bramble one. And what did the period of industrial unrest during the winter of 1978-1979 become known as? Question number 7. If you are forced to do something humiliating, you are said to eat which bird? Something else I didn't know. Although I have to admit, it's not an English, a British phrase even. Go away. It's a North American phrase apparently, but you know, I'm down with it. Let's see what we get. If you are forced to do something humiliating, you are said to eat which bird? Number 8. If you are given carte blanche, what restrictions are placed on your actions? Good evening, Jason. Nice to see you arriving on time. Question number 8. If you are given carte blanche, what restrictions are placed on your actions? Bramble. It's a tall bottle. Question number 9. Which disgraced celebrity wrote the book As It Happens?
Run under as well. Make myself a drink.
Dee. Question number 9. Which disgraced celebrity wrote the book As It Happens? My sister's watching because she's just reacted to the video. Hello, Sue.
You can start reading my round while I'm still making you a drink.
That's a bit rude.
I'm making you a drink.
I'm just going to slow down. Question number 10. What is the lowest rank of commissioned officer in the Royal Navy? Is it A, a petty officer, B, a sub-lieutenant, or C, a midshipman? Hi. One big one, yeah. Yeah, not two big ones.
Well, I meant
double shot, yeah. Yeah. Hello?
love that noise.
Yeah, I like the smell and all. Blackberries. Yum, 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 yum. Question number 10. What is the lowest rank of commissioned officer in the Royal Navy? Is it A, petty officer, B, sub-lieutenant, or C, midshipman?
And just one of these,
Yeah. And that is the end of that round. Happy days. Our next round is round 2. It's presented by my beautiful daughter, who is currently just over there making me a drink. Okay, that's empty. Come on, some mucking around, delaying. People want to see your beautiful face and hear your quiz. That's next, that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go back to my elderflower now. Oh, come on. You don't need to stir it.
mixed up. I'm doing it properly. Jesus.
I love it a bit, really. Honest, I do. Thanks, babe. Cheers, Ov.
Hello.
JJ Whitley's Bramble Gin. Schweppes tonic.
Hello, Jason.
Nice.
I'm here. What's going on?
Shall we do it?
What's going on?
You're doing a quiz.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay.
It happened in April.
Did it?
It did.
What did?
All of this.
Whoa.
Ready? Steady? Go.
Number 1. The first British-built Concorde made its maiden flight from Filton in April of which year? A. 1965, B. 1967, or C. 1969? You've really given me loads of years, haven't you?
There may be a couple in here. Stand a minute. Hold that for me.
What?
Hold that for me.
Number 1. The first British-built Concorde made its maiden flight from Filton in April of which year? A. 1955, B. 1967, or C. 1969. Number 2. Former dictator Manuel Noriega?
Spanish. Pronounce every letter.
Was sentenced to 30 years in prison for drugs and racketeering, but which country had he been the dictator of?
ASMR.
If you do that. Can't leave it there so you can hear the bubbles.
I don't know him to go for 5 cubes.
I just finished the try, otherwise I would have just left one in there. Number 2. Former dictator Manuel Noriega was sentenced to 30 years in prison for drugs and racketeering, but which country had he been the dictator of? Somebody gave you a clue earlier, didn't they? Of how to pronounce his name.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. No. I know how to pronounce Manuel Noriega.
No. You gave them a clue of how to pronounce his name. Of the answer.
Oh, Spanish.
Yeah.
Manuel's a bit of a clue that it's a Spanish name.
Just get on with it. Number 3. Who was the designer of the Clifton Suspension Bridge that was born in April 1806? I think the Clifton Suspension Bridge was born in 1806.
It does kind of read that way. The designer was born in April 1806.
Number 3. Who was the designer of the Clifton Suspension Bridge, that was born in April 1806?
Still sounds like the Clifton Suspension Bridge was born in 1806. But...
Number 4. The world's first multi-purpose domed sports arena, the Astrodome, opened in 1965 in which city? Oh yeah, if we didn't make it clear, because we mentioned that Casualty was being filled down in Park End. Keith's driving one of the trains. Keith is being a TV
Keith has driven
star.
both of the trains.
Keith has driven both the trains.
Extra in Casualty.
Keith is an extra in
Keith's a
Casualty.
star in Casualty.
Mum's very annoyed by it.
He's very jealous.
Number 4. The world's first multi-purpose domed sports arena, the Astrodome, was opened in 1965 in which city? Good noise. Is it raining? Or is it the rabbit making noise?
Rabbit, I think.
Don't know. Number 5. In April 1991, Georgia declared its independence from which union? It definitely sounds like the door's being bashed.
Oh, fun and games yesterday. Had a locksmith come out to fix our back door because it wasn't locking.
We only played for an hour.
He charged us for an hour's work and was here for
3 hours.
nearly 3. 2 hours 45 minutes roughly.
Good old
Got
Dan.
it working though.
Was it Danny? Was his
Danny.
name? Danny. Good old Danny.
Danny.
Lovely man.
I didn't get to ask him. He said he lives in Merthyr Tydfil. He quite obviously wasn't from Merthyr Tydfil originally. He wasn't remotely Welsh, but
he was a determined man. I would have loved to hear this message shown at him when he got home. What are you guys?
Danny the Locksmith. Do you want to read that again so I can move on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Number 5. In April 1991, Georgia declared independence from which union? Number 6. Which filmmaker who directed classics such as 12 Angry Men, Dog Day Afternoon and Network died in April 2011?
That, I think, is possibly the hardest question of the entire quiz.
So me and you can get there for about 9ish, Mum.
So
Shut up.
if you've got that, well done. Stupid when you do that.
Which filmmaker who directed classics such as 12 Angry Men, Dog Day Afternoon and Network died in April 2011? Number 7. What did the Whitechapel Bell Foundry create in April 1858? That's nice.
Please, miss. I know that one.
That's nice.
Please, miss.
That's nice.
I know this one, miss.
That's nice. Go back to sleep. Number 7. What did the Whitechapel Bell Foundry create in 1858? I got stuck. In April 1858. Number 8. RMS Titanic set sail on its ill-fated maiden voyage in April of which year? A. 1912, B. 1914, or C. 1916?
Yeah, I knew that one as well.
I should hope you know that one, Mother. I should hope you know that one, Mother.
Near, far, wherever you are.
I went red. The microphone.
The meter.
I was so close to unplugging that then. I bet everybody wanted me to move quicker.
Read it again.
Not if you do that, you won't. Number 8. RMS Titanic set sail on its ill-fated maiden voyage in April of which year? A. 1912, B. 1914, or C. 1916? Red. Red on the out of tune meter.
It's a fair comment. Says the one who doesn't sing. Which you can, but hides at the back instead.
Number 9. What is the name of the F. Scott Fitzgerald novel first published in 1925?
Alex, do me a favour. Keep August the 7th free, please.
Also, Alex, on Wednesday we were looking for old pictures of wellies and music events and stuff like that. And I found out about your little romance that happened when you were in a certain band that I didn't know about.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I didn't know it.
Can't believe you didn't know. We did see some lovely old pictures of you from Tripwire.
It was brilliant.
When you haven't changed at all. And somebody looked like they were 12.
Especially the other band that he was in with the very long hair.
That was Tripwire.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't think Alex was Tripwire.
Yeah.
Alex was Rumble.
No, Alex was Tripwire, then Rumble.
Oh, okay. But still. I have to show you the pictures when you come round. Number 9. What's the name of the F. Scott Fitzgerald novel first published in 1925? You fully know what I'm on about.
She's trying to forget it.
I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you really would want to figure that.
Not fair on Alex.
And I was going to say the other thing, but I probably shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
No, I really shouldn't.
You really shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't. I'll bully the other one for that. You
You'll
definitely
see them
want
at
to see
some
the photos.
You'll see them at some point.
Yeah. Number 10, in 1971, a week-long visit that became known as ping pong diplomacy.
Well done.
Thanks, I struggled.
You did.
Took place between which two nations?
Don't stab me. Rude.
Bit of wire. Get off my fiddly thing. That's rude. It's alright, I know where it is. And
You got to read that first.
in 1971, a week-long visit that became known as the ping pong diplomacy took place between which two nations? Why don't I turn my phone off? I've got the
I
other
don't
things on
know.
there.
Round 3 is guess the year. There are only 5 questions, but if you get the year right, it is worth 2 points.
Whoa,
If you get the year within 1 year either side,
whoa.
so
Isn't here.
isn't here. So, for example, if the year I was talking about was 1955,
Pick something you didn't
you
get.
can have 2 points for 1955. You can have 1 point for 1954 and 1956. Okay?
I think they know what one either side meant.
I'm just explaining, making sure it's nice and clear. There's only 5 questions because each question is quite big. There are 3 big. We've done this before. I've done one of these before.
You know what
Um,
you're doing.
There's 3 points for each one. I shall read them all out. Happy
No,
days.
2 points for each one. 3
No,
different things.
There's 3 different things. There's 2 points for the answer, but so number 1, which year are we looking for here? It was the year the film Raiders of the Lost Ark was released into movie theatres. It was the year the Space Shuttle Columbia was launched and returned from orbit 2 days later, making it the first reusable manned spacecraft. And it was the year the Egyptian president Anwar Sadat
I'm going
was
to carry on moving.
assassinated.
I'm going to fall asleep.
You're going to do laps?
Yeah.
Okay. Wave as you go past, yeah? There she is. There she goes. Bye. So which year did the film Raiders of the Lost Ark released into movie theatres for the first time? Space Shuttle Columbia launched and returned from orbit 2 days later, making it the first reusable manned spacecraft, and Egyptian President Anwar Sadat Sadat was assassinated. Okay? Give you a minute on that one. Read it one more time a second.
I found something retro that's not my dad. Rubik's Cube. From when did you get it, roughly?
Oh, I don't know. It's the proper 80s one.
80s.
The film Raiders of the Lost Ark was released into movie theatres. Space Shuttle Columbia was launched and returned from orbit 2 days later, making it the first reusable manned spacecraft, and Egyptian President Anwar Sadat was assassinated. I'm just going to move the microphone completely out of my way at the moment. There we go.
Can I just make everyone just open their mouths over these hot chocolate flavours that Mum's just shown me?
Yeah.
Banoffee pie flavour white hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate cherry brownie.
Yeah.
Sticky toffee pudding. Raspberry ripple. Peanut butter. Marzipan. Cinnamon. Ginger. And then it comes into the stick ones.
Yeah, they sound quite nice.
Yeah, they do.
Where's that from? Whittards.
Yeah.
Other chocolate suppliers are available. Nice. Anyway, moving on. We are doing the quiz here, by the way. Number 2, year number 2. Concorde made its final flight when it travelled from Heathrow to Bristol Filton Airport. See, we're Concorde's first flight, Concorde's last flight. Alex says sticky toffee pudding, please, Holly. Cheers.
Yeah, I just said sticky toffee pudding and that sounds a yarn.
So we've had Concorde's first flight. I now want to know Concorde's final flight. Can we not, while we're trying to do the quiz, please? No, I'm in the middle of asking questions. The Iraq War starts when Iraq is invaded by US and Allied forces. And MySpace was launched, which for a few years later was the largest social networking site in the world. Okay. Concorde made its final flight when it travelled from Heathrow to Bristol Filton Airport. The Iraq War starts when Iraq is invaded by US and Allied forces. And MySpace was launched, which for a few years later was the largest social networking site in the world. Concorde made its final flight when it travelled from Heathrow to Bristol Filton Airport. The Iraq War starts when Iraq is invaded by US and Allied forces. MySpace was launched, which for a few years later was the largest social networking site in the world.
I fully agree with what Mum just put when it comes up for you.
Number 3, the first compact discs, CDs, are produced. The flagship of Henry VIII, the Mary Rose, which sank in 1545, is raised from the Solent. And Channel 4 was launched, with Countdown being the first programme broadcast.
Hot chocolate in the garden and catch up where this can bring music. Alex, what do you think? I'm fully down for that.
I think Alex should bring her guitar as well.
I think Alex should bring any sort of music that she's got.
Alex is
Put some buckets out and she can play drums.
Piano, I've got a keyboard on there.
the first compact discs are produced. The flagship of Henry VIII, the Mary Rose, which sank in 1545, is raised from the Solent, and Channel 4 was launched, with Countdown being the first programme broadcast.
I'll play pots and pans.
I'll be on the fiddle as usual.
Harmonica.
No.
Not harmonica. What's it called?
Kazoo. Nobody wants to hear me play that ever again.
Alex does.
Well, Alex is an idiot.
I've got my kalimba. Alex can have her pots and pans. You can have your kazoo.
The first CDs are produced.
Mum's got the hot chocolate.
Mary Rose is raised from the Solent, and Channel 4 was launched. Okay. Number 4. Fred and Rose West are arrested and charged with multiple murders. Manchester United beat Chelsea 4-0 in the FA Cup final. If Payne's watching, he's groaning at the fact that I've put yet another Manchester United question in. And South Africa holds its first multiracial election, with Nelson Mandela sworn in as the first democratically elected president. Fred and Rose West are arrested are just too close together. Fred and Rose West are arrested and charged with multiple murders. Manchester United beat Chelsea 4-0 in the FA Cup final, and South Africa holds its first multiracial election, with Nelson Mandela sworn in as the first democratically elected president. Do you hear about a little Japanese bloke turned up at Nelson Mandela's house one day? Your sign. So what is it? Car parts. You sign. I don't know. I'll tell the rest of that joke some other time, apparently.
Well, because I got it before you could finish.
Well, I told you the short version before, didn't I?
Probably.
Have you got it? You have got it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fred and Rose West arrested, charged with multiple murders. United beat Chelsea 4-0 in the FA Cup final. South Africa holds first multiracial election with Mandela sworn in as the first democratically elected president. And finally, number 5. The first Glastonbury Festival was held. The FIFA World... Pardon?
No, it was just nice fun.
What?
I was using cardboard that was on the thing of the fan.
The FIFA World Cup was held in Mexico. And the Miss World Beauty Contest, hosted by Bob Hope at the Royal Albert Hall, was disrupted by women's liberation protests. The first Glastonbury Festival was held. The FIFA World Cup is held in Mexico. And the Miss World Beauty Contest, hosted by Bob Hope at the Royal Albert Hall, was disrupted by women's liberation protests. What do we think? What do we think? What year was that? First Glastonbury, World Cup in Mexico, Miss World, Royal Albert Hall, disrupted by women's liberation protests. That's it. Let's do some answers, shall we? Yeah. You going around this time?
If you like it.
What type of fruit is a York Imperial? It is an apple.
Apple? You could.
Georgetown's the capital of which South American country? It is Guyana.
It's such a good film.
It's really not.
It really is.
Which is the driest desert on Earth? Is it the Atacama, Sahara or Gobi? It is the Atacama, where you might find a llama. For it is in South America.
Farmer.
Which country has the longest coastline?
Longest and largest.
It's Canada. Because it kind of does that all over the top of Canada. Which you probably couldn't see half of that, could you? But there you go. It goes all the way around there. Although it hasn't got any coast there, it's got lots there. It also hasn't got a little bit there, but there we go. If you were taking the Chiltern Hundreds, then what employment must you have just resigned from? Being an MP. Apparently, an MP who resigns is said to be taking the Chiltern Hundreds.
What's the Chiltern Hundreds?
Don't know. I suspect it's something like the 100 of Higham and Who.
What?
But not in Kent, in kind of Buckinghamshire type area. Berkshire area. Because that's where the Chilterns are. Ranger Hills. A bit like the Cotswolds.
You're just saying loads of words I don't understand.
North Downs, South Downs, Pennines.
What you're saying?
You sure it's not doing that? It's going straight over your head. What of the period of industrial unrest during the winter of 78-79 became known as? It was the winter of discontent. If you are forced to do something humiliating, you are said to eat which bird? Apparently it's forced to eat crow.
Would not recommend eating a crow. Don't eat a crow. Crows are cute.
More meat on a raven, I guess. A bit bigger.
Jackdaw's my favourite.
How do you cook a jackdaw then? Slow roast it or
No.
stick it in a pot?
No, they're cute.
If you're given carte blanche, what restrictions are placed on your actions? The answer is none. None at all. Do what you want. Number 9. Which disgraced celebrity wrote the book As It Happens? Him. Jimmy Savile. Now then. What's the lowest rank of commissioned officer? What's the text all over the place in that? That's horrendous. Text's horrible in that.
What do you mean?
It's at least two different sizes, and the formatting's gone all weird.
That's it?
Yeah.
I can't tell. It all looks the same to me.
Blind. What's the lowest ranked commissioned officer in the Royal Navy? Petty officer, sub-lieutenant, or midshipman? It is midshipman. Round 2. It happened in April.
Number 1. The first British-built Concorde made its maiden flight from Filton in April of which year? A. 1965, B. 1967, or C. 1969? It's also going to be a later answer. If anybody hasn't got that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You just wait. It's 1969.
No, it's not. My question was about its last flight.
Okay,
Not even been listening to the fact that I've been talking about the fact that I've put the quiz together so well. We've talked about the first flight and the last flight of it.
I shook my head too much.
It's 1969.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay.
Number 2. Former dictator Manuel Noriega was sentenced to 30 years in prison for drugs and racketeering, but which country had he been the dictator of? It's Panama.
Why is Panama pronounced so differently to banana?
It's got an M in it.
But you would think...
And more. No, it doesn't have more, but it's got an M in it.
You would think it would sound...
Banana.
Or is it pa rather than bar? I mean, both have a letter at the same fact. Anyway.
Number 3. Who was the designer of the Clifton Suspension Bridge that was born in April 1806?
Was it banana from Panama?
Just get on with it. It was Isambard Kingdom Brunel. So we can get this over and done with soon I can go to bed.
You won't go to sleep though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you doubted me on Wednesday.
Yeah, and 2 hours later you were up getting something to eat.
3 hours.
3 hours later you were up getting something to eat.
I was
And a
still
couple of
asleep
hours
for-
later you were up again getting a drink.
I was still asleep by 7:30. Number 4. The world's first multi-purpose domed sports arena. I can't stop yawning. The Astrodome opened in 1965 in which city? It was Houston, Texas.
Home of the Houston Astros.
Number 5. In April 1991, Georgia declared independence from which union? It was the Soviet Union. But frankly, I can't name any more unions other than European.
2 you see.
No, I only said 1.
Okay.
I said I only said 1. Number 6. Which filmmaker who directed classics such as 12 Angry Men, Dog Day Afternoon, and Network died in April 2011? It was Sidney Lumet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. In.
That one just over there.
Number 7. What did the Whitechapel Bell Foundry create in April 1858?
Do you know that?
No, I didn't know it. It's Big Ben. Number 8. RMS Titanic set sail on its ill-fated... I can't help it! I can't help it! Fated maiden voyage in April. In which year? 1912, 1914 or 1916? It was 1912. I can't help it! Number 9. What is the name of F. Scott Fitzgerald novel first published in 1925? It's The Great Gatsby. And number 10. In 1971, a week-long visit that became known as the ping pong diplomacy took place between which two nations? It was the USA and China. Thanks, Keith.
Keith's been up since God knows what o'clock this morning, and it's been working hard all day.
He's been stood in a train, going backwards and forwards.
Yeah, he's had to concentrate on missing people.
No, that's their fault for moving out of the way.
Our guest the year round, I shortened the questions. Film Raiders of the Lost Ark was released, Space Shuttle Columbia was launched, and President Anwar Sadat was assassinated. It was 1981. I remember watching Space Shuttle going up. I was at primary school at the time. We all gathered together in the hall to watch it go up.
And then he gets to do it again tomorrow. It's alright, we'll be there somewhat early for sympathy tomorrow. We'll bring you lunch if you want, so you don't have to eat their food.
He's getting nice lunch anyway, by the sound of it. Concorde made its final flight.
Yeah.
The Iraq War starts when Iraq was invaded by US and Allied forces, and MySpace was launched 2003. First CDs are produced. Mary Rose is raised, and Channel 4 was launched. It was 1982. Fred and Rose West are arrested. Manchester United beat Chelsea 4-0 in the FA Cup final. South Africa holds its first multiracial election. 1994. And finally, the first Glastonbury Festival was held. The World Cup's held in Mexico, and the Miss World's Beauty contest was disrupted by women's liberation protests. 1970. The only one before I was born. It is half time. It is time for the Ding Bats. For those that don't know, there are what dingbats are. They're all word based. There's no picture-y type stuff in these. You have to work out the phrase from the visual clue.
So we say catchphrase.
Kind of. Sort of.
Catchphrase, but use your brain a bit more.
Yeah. Because catchphrase is rubbish.
Oi, don't diss catchphrase.
Dissing catchphrase.
Don't diss catchphrase. You gonna click it?
Back in a bit. Love you lots. See you in a moment. And we're back.
Your phone's still on.
It is.
Move to Hogwarts. That's my favourite. I'll do that later.
We're back. Hi. It's round 5, which is sport, which is yours.
It's not my fiddly thing.
Yes.
That's rude.
So you can't stab me with it anymore. Get off your phone.
I'll put the quiz back on.
I'll put the quiz back on.
Keith's got no drink.
Rooster Brewing Company First World Problems Salted Caramel Stoot.
Sport.
Stootle, in fact.
Sport. Exclamation marks. Stout.
Is it? No. That's stout. Sport.
Sport.
Yeah, there's actually 10 different sports here for people to get.
Number 1. What is the maximum score you can achieve in 10-pin bowling?
I'm still on the gin. Just a refresh one.
Where's my drink gone? I left my drink over there.
What's the maximum score you can get in 10-pin bowling ups?
10. I'm free pin. Number 1. What is the maximum score you can achieve in 10-pin bowling? Number 2. How many Olympic gold medals has Mo Farah won?
So far.
That's so Mo Farah to you.
Nah, it's just mate, man. Yes. Good mate, man. No, well.
Number 2. How many Olympic gold medals has Mo Farah won?
You know, he was one of the Teletubbies. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Mo.
Get out. Lock the smooth lock behind you. Number 3. What? The term albatross in golf means what?
What was Somebody else was watching because they'd liked it, and I can't remember. Oh, Sally. Oh, Sally. If you're still watching, she likes the.
That's not what I was confused about.
Alright, what was you confused about?
Which Sally? Who's Sally?
You don't know.
That'll be why then.
Friends of Kerry M.
Okay.
Used to come down and help on the Welly.
Probably
Help me on the bar.
recognise her
Yeah,
face.
probably would. Red hair.
Number 3. The term albatross in golf means what? What? What's he
Does it
going
come
on
with
about now?
wafers?
I'll have some wafers. I like wafers. I don't know. What?
I don't know.
Okay.
The gin or or his beer or.
Number 4. How many balls are on a snooker table at the start of a frame?
Why are you looking at me like that now?
Because I am. I'm judging you. Number 4. How many balls on a snooker are on a snooker table at the start of a frame? Number 5. Which county cricket team play their home games at Lord's? Number 5. Which county cricket team play their home games at Lord's? Number 6. How many times did Michael Schumacher win the F1?
Michael who?
Schumacher. What?
Schumer.
Michael Schumacher.
I don't know.
No,
Amy
Schumer. Win the F1 World Championship in his career. College related.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have to do that in the middle of the quiz then?
Yeah.
Right, you do. Can you just read the question again?
How many times did Michael Schumacher win the F1 Championship in his career?
We're all just going to sit here now while Holly types a message to someone.
Have I mentioned that I've got into next year? I think I have.
No, I don't think you have.
I got a letter through the other day from my college that I've been accepted for level 3 animal management next year. Number 4, which horse is the only 3-time winner of the Grand National? I'm going to grab my drink quickly. Are you judging my panda socks?
Yes, I am.
They're not even my panda socks, they're Mum's panda socks.
You've stolen them.
No, she gave them to me. And they were just on my floor.
I knew that's where they were. And we were told the day.
Have you checked her room, Trace?
I haven't yet.
I've told her I haven't finished.
Because it had to be done before the weekend, didn't it?
Yeah,
So that means it's got to be finished before midnight tonight.
it's got to be done to my standards as well.
Yeah. Otherwise, she's losing her laptop and phone. What did you say was their punishment? What did you say their punishment was?
Photograph and put on Facebook.
Yeah. I prefer my one. Do you want to read that one again?
You take away my laptop, I can't do any of my college work.
Question?
Number 7, which horse is the only 3-time winner of the Grand National? Number 8, the Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport?
Should we have a vote? Do we think the punishment should be a photograph of the messy room put on Facebook?
Just sake. Number
You didn't
9,
read it again?
they had enough time to look at it.
Read it.
Number 8, the Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport? Number 9, which team did Kobe Bryant spend his entire basketball career with? Number 9, which team did Kobe Bryant spend his entire basketball career with? And number 10, who was the highest placed British rider in the delayed 2020 Tour de France?
Jason's just jumped up out of his seat.
Jason just woken up.
Oh, I'm guessing he knows the answer to that one.
Number 10, who is the highest placed British rider in the delayed 2020 Tour de France?
There we go. That's your sport one out of the way.
I'm not
I know really, that would have been painful. Round 6, indie rock. Name the Kasabian single released in June 2009, which peaked at number 3. It was also the official song of the Premier League between 2010 and 2013. Name the Kasabian single released in June 2009, which peaked at number 3. It was also the official song of the Premier League between 2010 and 2013. Number 2, Van McCann is the frontman of which band that formed in Llandudno in 2007? Their debut album Balcony reached number 10 in the UK album chart. Van McCann is the frontman of which band that formed in Llandudno in 2007? Their debut album Balcony reached number 10 in the UK album chart. Number 3, the lyrics to Ocean Colour Scene's single The Day We Caught the Train are based on which cult film starring Phil Daniels? The lyrics to Ocean Colour Scene's single The Day We Caught the Train are based on which cult film starring Phil Daniels? Number 4, Ellipsis is the 7th studio album from which Scottish rock band fronted by Simon Neil? Ellipsis is the 7th studio album from which Scottish rock band fronted by Simon Neil? Number 5, Londoner Jamie Alexander Trees is better known by which stage name? Londoner Jamie Alexander Trees is better known by which stage name? Number 6, the second single from Guns N' Roses' Use Your Illusion album, Use Your Illusion 1 album, was a cover of which Paul McCartney and Wings track? Deb's is loving this. She ain't got a clue any answers, but she loves it. I know Deb's. Second single from Guns N' Roses' Use Your Illusion 1 album was a cover of which Paul McCartney and Wings track? I don't know. Sounds like something switching on and off. Number 7. One day like this a year would see me right is a line taken from a single by which band that were formed in Ramsbottom, Lancashire in 1997? Turn it off.
Going back to my big dog cuddle.
Okie dokie. You and your panda socks. You and your mum's panda socks.
No, go for it. Good boy.
Number 7. One day like this a year would see me right is a line taken from a single by which band that formed in Ramsbottom, Lancashire in 1997? Ian Brown, John Squire, Manny and Rennie make up which band who pioneered the Manchester movement during the late 1980s? Ian Brown, John Squire, Manny and Rennie make up which band who pioneered the Manchester movement during the late 1980s? Number 9. In the Arctic Monkeys song, I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, we find the line, "Oh, there ain't no love, no Montagues or Capulets," to which Shakespeare play was the song alluding? What?
You've got a new co-host.
Have I?
Yeah, look by my chair. The other side of it.
I don't know what I'm... Oh, down there. There's a rabbit bouncing around.
She was sat on my
Free range rabbit. In the Arctic Monkeys song, I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, we find the line, "Oh, there ain't no love, no Montagues or Capulets," to which Shakespeare play is the song alluding? And number 10. Paul Simon's Leaves That Are Green begins, "I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but I won't be for long." What other song begins with the exact same phrase, and who wrote it? I don't know the original. No, the only one I know is the other version or the other song that's got the same start to it, and therefore I can't sing either. So I'll give the answer away. Paul Simon's Leaves That Are Green begins, I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but I won't be for long. What other song begins with the exact same phrase and who wrote it? There was half a point for each on that. No, it's not. It's a point for each on that. I'm going to be generous. We're making out of 61 tonight. Be generous. That's the last of that. So we're going to do some answers. Are you coming back for answers?
I'm giving the Bengal cuddles. I'll be back for my round.
Can you come back for answers?
It's going to take me 5 minutes to get off the floor.
She's 81 years old, you know. Our first answers round is our dingbats, our picture round. Your first one was that. And that is 1 foot in the grave. Blame her. She found this round.
I just sent you the link.
You found the round.
Sent you the link.
Found the round.
Sent you the link.
Your round. Number 2. This way really makes me chuckle.
Because you're a child.
It's frilly underwear. Frilly underwear. Number 3 is back seat driver. Seat driver. Yeah, backwards seat driver. Yeah, back seat driver. Number 4. They play on words. Play on words, not play on 2 words. Play on words. It's your fault, this. They're all groaning at you now.
I didn't write it. I sent you a link with about 5 or 6 on, so.
5.
5, whatever. Picked.
Number 5 is a bad spell of weather. I like really bad pun things like that.
Really, you picked them all.
It's funny. Literally groaning. Number 6. High seas. The seas, they're high. What, I mean, you know. This is one you really hated, wasn't it? Mother-in-law's a lot bigger than any of the others. That's because it's Maxi Mum. Maxi Mum. Got the Team Bats board game. I hope none of these are from it. Number 8. That is The Price Is Right.
Oh, the one on there.
Got to do that, haven't I? Price is Right.
There were 7. I did say 7 Cs.
Yeah, they were 7. No.
I'm saying yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
They were high seas. No.
You can have 7 Cs, Alex.
You can't have it, Alex.
You can have
You've
it,
already
Alex.
got 5 bonus points, Alex. You're not having that. That one is a turned up nose or an upturned nose, as you put it. Either way round.
I said 7. That's Big Mama. That's Jack. I'm reading out Jack's comment.
So it was Big Mama. No, Maxi Mum. Yes, Alex, bananas. You're not getting any more points, right? You've done it once. That's
Yes, Alex. Yes, you are.
And finally, number 10 was that one, which was King's Cross. Henry. Cross. Okay. Our sport round.
Number 1, what's the maximum score you can achieve in 10-pin bowling? It's 300. Number 2, how many gold medals has Mo Farah won?
All of them. All the ones he's got, he's won.
It's 4.
2 from Beijing, 2 from London.
Number 3, the term albatross in golf means what? It's 3 shots under par. Number 4, how many balls on a snooker table are at the start of a frame? Which is 22.
15 reds, 7 colours, and a white. No, that doesn't add up. 15 reds, 6 colours, and a white, even. There we go.
Number 5, which county cricket team play their home games at Lord's?
It's a county that doesn't exist.
Okay. It's Middlesex.
It is. Middlesex doesn't exist anymore.
Number 6, how many times did Michael Schumacher win the F1 championship in his career? It is 7. I just realised something.
But
I can see how many people are watching.
yes, I noticed that earlier. It went up as you moved your hand then.
Do it again. Number 7, which horse is the only 3-time winner of the Grand National? It's Red Rum.
Which is a murder spelled backwards. Mind blown.
Number 8, the Pittsburgh Penguins play which sport?
Do you know?
It's ice hockey.
What else would penguins play?
Snowball fight. Tobogganing. Number 9, which team did Kobe Bryant spend his entire basketball career with? There's LA Lakers.
Oh, there's no number 10 there.
What was number 10?
Number 10's disappeared.
What was number 10?
Number 10 was the only British rider to finish... the highest placed British rider in last year's delayed Tour de France.
Do you remember who it was?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why it's not there. It's Adam Yates.
Okay, there you go. There's your answer. Hello, Andy. He's my number 22.
Andy, you're a little bit late.
Just a little bit. And only one person beat you.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I know somebody else said it earlier, I think.
No, it's just been Alex.
I thought somebody else said it as well.
No, that was just Alex.
Anyway.
Shame on the rest of you for not knowing what we're on about.
Yeah. Although anybody logging in on Facebook, as I said, does get a slight advantage, I think, on that. But there we go. Indie rock.
Do you want to repeat who the answer was for the last one? Because I can't really remember.
Adam Yates.
There we go.
Adam Yates.
Number 10.
Jason hasn't argued with me yet, so I have remembered it right. Number 6, round 6, indie rock. Name the Kasabian single released in 2009. It was Fire. Van McCann is the frontman of which band? Thank you. It's Catfish and the Bottlemen. If you haven't listened to them, go and do it. They're good. The lyrics to Ocean Colour Scene's single The Day We Caught the Train are based on which cult film starring Phil Daniels? As far as I'm aware, Phil Daniels has only been in one cult film. It's Quadrophenia.
Somebody wants you to come show us her new haircut.
Yeah. Hi, little spud. Ellipsis is the 7th studio album from which Scottish rock band? It is Biffy Clyro. Doesn't want to sit.
You were so dramatic.
Londoner Jamie Alexander Trias, or however that's pronounced, is better known by which stage name? It's Jamie T. Simples. The second single from Guns N' Roses' Use Your Illusion 1 album was a cover of which Paul McCartney and Wings track? Live and Let Die. James Bond track. Alright?
Yeah, I love the song.
Okay. Live and Let Die.
Dum, dum. Yeah, Shrek's the only thing I know from.
Okay. One day like this a year would see me right as a line taken from a single from which band formed in Ramsbottom, Lancashire, 1997. Elbow. Please go and listen to lots of Elbow stuff. They're brilliant. Ian Brown, John Squire, Manny and Rennie make up which band who pioneered the Manchester movement during the late 1980s? It was the Stone Roses. In
the
the
mixture of Rolling Stones and Guns N' Roses.
No. In the Arctic Monkeys song I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, find the line, there ain't no love, no Montagues and Capulets, which Shakespeare plays the song alluding it is of course Romeo and Juliet, and if anybody's got that wrong they need
Keith
a good
and
old
Sam.
smack. Keith and Sam, yeah. Juliet up on her balcony.
Actually, it's usually Romeo up on his balcony.
Paul Simon's Leaves That Are Green begins, I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but I won't be for long. Which other song begins with the exact same phrase and who wrote it? Point for each. New England, A New England by Billy Bragg. No points at all for Kirsty MacColl. She did a cover version of his song. And that's it. If you could send us your scores... Alex, if you could tell us when you send your scores whether you're including the 5 points or not. Honestly. And then we will... my adding up machine in the other room will bring the scores through to us shortly. Cheers all. Come, turn. Lay. Hey, down.
Put your arm down, I will.
No, we... That's it. And get a little cup from the little doggy.
Kisses.
Love you. Where you going now?
It's all about the holly.
Button face. She's your dog tonight, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. Right, what we got? Bob and Nicky, 44 out of 61. The Hawkesbury's 50 out of 61.
Good.
Joe and Jack, 45. Which one of the three of us was that?
Belly, mine.
Yours. It was Belly. Oh, it's a bit ouchy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Pull it off you.
Bye bye.
Do we have more scores coming? Are we just going to have 3 scores tonight? No, there's more of you here than that.
I know who the winner is.
35, including your 5 banana points.
Including the 5 bananas. Wow.
I'm shocked and disgraced at you, Alex.
And Father Whiting, who is there. Mother Whiting, who may have appeared. And
Yeah.
Brother Whiting.
55 of you, including the other bananas, I said. No. Wakelings, 38. That's a poor showing from the Wakelings this week.
Keeps half asleep.
You could be there. We've still got more waiting for now. Devon Rich and Hawkesbury's. Please.
We've had Hawkesbury's.
Thanking you. Oh,
Had Hawkesbury's.
Where?
50 out of 61.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Devon Rich, haven't had a score from you. Definitely not our cup of tea this week. No, I noticed that.
Really?
See, I would have thought Jason would have been all over the sport round. I know it's mainly
Cyclist.
cyclist. He's bicyclist. You shot though, really. It's good at the Indie Rock. Terrible at the first round. Fair enough. I thought you might appreciate the Indie Rock one,
Dev
Alex.
and Rich, can we? Come on, give us a full list of people that were playing.
Go on.
3 and 6, not good rounds. 3 was your round, and 6 was also your round.
Yeah.
Ha ha. It's a bit like my rounds then.
I thought people would have got the years a bit easier. I mean, it was one absolutely nailed on in the sports one for Jason, and I knew it would be, but because if he got that one wrong, there's a real problem.
This was round 3. See?
See, I thought the years were easy. Certainly with the point for getting it 1 year either side.
I'm guessing we're not getting a Devon Rich score.
Doesn't look that way. Debs, Rich, you're going to put a score up. So if not, going to move on. Going to miss out. Yeah. Devon Rich banging it in with 61 points. Nearly got it wrong.
Are we ready?
Yes. Go on.
In third place
Yes.
with 44 is Bob and Nikki. In second place with 45 is Joe and Jack. And in first place with 50 is the Hawkesburys.
Well done. Well done. I'm very impressed. Oh, only got 36. And we never had time to get a drink at half time because of the wingdings. Ding bat. Thanks for this. Welcome as always. It was lovely to see you the other morning.
Yes. You
You
couldn't hug me.
It was lovely to see all the people that were there the other day.
Yes.
Years round was good for us. See?
It's very sad that.
But then you're the same
Viking
age as
couldn't
me, Bob. So, ish. Anyway,
come. Alex, it's very sad you couldn't come on Wednesday.
it was very sad that Alex couldn't be there. You're going to be okay if we talk about this for a minute?
Be fine.
Okay. So for those that don't know, for those that are a
I'm
little
not
further
fully
away
here
and things like
anyway,
that,
so.
Wednesday was Mario's funeral. Obviously, it was very restricted at the
Welcome, Stuart.
crematorium.
You're welcome, Kim.
In fact, it was far more restricted than they actually bothered telling the family, which is ridiculous. But there we go. See you later.
I'm thinking of Mazat one. Good.
Yeah. So a load of us decided that we would go down, or a few of us decided we would go down to the Miners and stand outside the pub and cheer him on his way,
Excellent.
pay our respects. And we got down there just before 1 o'clock and was frankly blown away by the number of people that were down there. Somebody did a very, very rough head count and reckons there was about 150 people there. But basically from this side of the railway, the Miners side of the railway, on both sides of the roads, right the way round the corner and up towards the industrial units there, was full of it. It was lovely to see some Morris men there. It was lovely to see a lot of musicians there. It was lovely to see a lot of staff and a lot of ex-customers as well, which was lovely. But yeah,
It's really annoying I couldn't hug all of you. Especially Gina. I know she's not watching even though we shouted at her.
yeah,
'Cause Gina kept avoiding me.
yeah.
I gave her lots of air hugs.
I did hug a few people because,
I hugged also quite a few people. And I hugged Paul.
frankly, I needed to. You did, yes, you did hug Paul. I hugged Paina.
You did hug Paina.
Yeah, there we go.
They were still in recovery.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, it was lovely, and the staff that were there, we all had a little shot of Fireball, just to remember him by. But it was nice. So before this descends into the mess of last quiz,
Last quiz, yeah. Because probably not a lot of you actually noticed because I was sat on the floor, but sometimes.
she was, yeah,
To let them know because I
Yes.
came round afterwards.
yeah, drank Fireball with us until 1:30 in the morning, which was nice. Right, love you all dearly.
Yes.
We will be
See you
back
tomorrow, Keith.
in 2 weeks' time, which is the 23rd of April.
When I go back
Oh.
to college.
23rd of April. Wonder what there's going to be around on there then. Anyway,
Not a clue.
no, you probably don't.
Nope.
Love you all lots.
See you tomorrow, Keith.
Wear masks, wash hands,
Love ya.
don't be stupid, stuff like that. Love you all lots. Bye.